Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturdays with Steph and our Village Green Puzzle Mystery Quilt Sewers. Hi. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for sewing along with me today. I know some of you at home have not gotten your clue because you sent me texts, and I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, we couldn't wait another week because I've got things scheduled for the next couple weeks, and hopefully we can get you back next week. I think Cotton Cuts might be having a little bit of trouble because it looks like some people got double charged this month. Some people's clues are still not to them. So I'm not sure if it was due to the holiday or what's going on over there. But if you have any trouble, I personally can't help you because I know a couple of people asked me if I could help them. You'll have to get in touch with Cotton Cuts directly. So go to their website, contact their customer service. I have a feeling that they're going to have a whole bunch of emails on Monday morning. So be patient, give them a little time. I'm hoping that they'll fix all these problems, but it is what it is. I'm sorry that I couldn't fix it all for you. So today we're going to sew along the next month. We are month 3. Yeah, month 3 already. Oh my goodness. The Village Green Puzzle Mystery Quilts. And to remind everybody, I've got the peony colorway in small. Why don't you ladies tell us which colorway you've got again and your name real quick? Whoever wants to jump in.
Okay, so I'm doing Bluebell
Oh, so pretty.
by William Morris. I'm doing the small project. Sorry, my name's Philippa and I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm doing the Bluebell.
Awesome.
And
Thank
it's
you.
really early here. Did you guys go to daylight saving or something? Because you skipped forward an hour.
Yes, we went. Yes, we're daylight saving. So we sprung forward an hour. So everything is, before it was hard to remember what time you were, and now it's even worse.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm having my morning coffee, so hopefully the brain will kick in soon.
Awesome. And we're needing our afternoon coffee right now to wake back up. All right.
I'm Carrie. I'm doing the large Bluebell and a small Sweet William.
Nice. Beautiful colorways.
I'm Kay. I'm doing a large daffodil. Whoa, daffodil.
Great.
I'm Carrie and I'm doing a small cornflower.
Very nice. I love that one.
It is surprisingly awesome.
Yes.
I'm Shannon. I'm doing the small daffodil. So like Kay, was it Kay that's doing the large? Yep,
Yeah.
I'm doing the small. And then Ingrid.
I'm doing the small dahlia.
Nice.
And I'm Shelley, and I'm in Washington State. I am doing a large tulip with all the borders and whatever extra I can add to make it as big as possible.
That's going to be a bed quilt then, I assume.
Yep.
Yep. Awesome.
I hope
and
so.
I think Jackie's the only one left. Jackie? Oh, you're muted, hun. Nope. Can't hear you. Nope, can't hear you. That's okay. Do you want to hold your color up and we can tell them what you have? Oh, she's got the begonia. Beautiful. Love it. Thanks, Jackie. All right, so we're going to get sewing. Just want to say hello to everybody here in the chat. It's good to see you all today. Let's see. Tamara, I don't know how you're in the chat because you and Marla are at the quilt show. I just left them at the quilt show a couple hours ago. But good to see you here. What's that?
Multitaskers.
Multitaskers, I know, right? Thank you to the moderators in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here and helping out. Melissa and Patty, thank you. All right, I don't see any questions. If any questions, if you guys have any questions for me or for the ladies sewing, go ahead and put them in the chat and make sure you do at Quilting with Stephanie Stitches so they highlight for me so I can see them a little bit easier. Otherwise, we're just gonna get sewing and then when we're done with our clues, we'll show them to you. All right. So how's everybody doing this week? all of you here.
Well, I had some really good news this week.
Yes.
So, as you guys know, I'm planning on coming over. So, my daughter got her offer for university in Toronto. So, I'm definitely coming now in August.
Yay.
Yeah. So that was really good news for me.
Yes.
Highlight of my
Congratulations.
week. Yeah.
That's
it was really
awesome.
good. Yeah.
She shared the news with me earlier this week, and I was so excited to hear that her daughter got accepted. Now they are from Australia, but her daughter is going to go to school in Canada. And that means that Philippa can come to our Washington retreat. So that's going to be fun.
That will be fun.
Yep. Anybody else do anything fun this week? Have any fun news to share?
We drove to California and back with 2 teenagers, 12 hours down and 12 hours back.
That's a long way.
And I donated a quilt that I've had since the 1980s. I bought it at a flea market for $35,
Okay.
but it was an old crazy quilt with all the hand embroidery and stuff on it. And it was dated March 1st, 1907.
Oh, wow.
And one of the names on there said, you know, somebody's last name, Curran or whatever, from Cottage Grove. And so I looked up the Cottage Grove, Oregon. And so we stopped in Cottage Grove, Oregon on our way down there and donated it to the museum. They knew we were coming. I had talked to them ahead of time. So they were really, really excited to get it. And they recognized some of the names there, some of their descendants that still live there. So that was really fun. And the kids were really excited about that.
Awesome. What a neat thing to do, and to find a quilt that old.
Yeah, and I have had it for all these years. I thought it was cool because it had leaded silks in it, you know, where they had washed it with the lead salts to make the
Oh,
silk
wow.
heavier.
Yeah.
And of course they had shredded, and I thought it was a great example of a quilt that had leaded silks in it and what happens if you don't wash it ahead of time.
Yeah.
And so I had kept it, but I'm not teaching classes or anything like that. So I didn't really need to keep it, and I thought it needed to go home. So I took it down there. I just felt really bad that I don't know what happened to it between 1907 and 1984.
If they could only talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
would be neat to find that out. What kind of journey it's been on, where, you know.
Yep.
Maybe when we give a quilt to people, we should give them a journal and say, keep track of where this goes.
True. I think it will stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people love homework.
Just use a hashtag, and then you just follow the hashtag of where it travels to.
Yeah, there you go.
Ingrid and I just finished a class today with cotton and bourbon. Her name's Audrey, and she does these awesome like radial and Mobius round FPP pieces. So that we got to do that from 11 to 4. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm a slow sewer, but got that started.
Oh, that's going to be really pretty. Very nice.
It'll be fun.
With your being okay.
People in the chat are saying this clue was easy for them, that they must have already sewn it. That's good. And Patty said, I ordered your spring project box. Can't wait for it to get here. Yay. We're not sewing that next Saturday, but the following Saturday. That's going to be a lot of fun.
My box made it to town. I'm away for the weekend, but I noticed it arrived in Brisbane, so hopefully it'll arrive in
yay.
Monday.
Good.
Yes, Monday. So that wasn't too bad.
Good. Good to hear.
I'll show you something. I started a new class this week also, and it's an Australian designer called Monica Poole, and she does a lot of applique. Can you see that?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So that's the second block. I'm a little behind. That's the
Ooh.
second block. I did the first block yesterday. It's this. Oh, you fell down. Oh. And again. Here we go.
Oh,
That's
really
beautiful.
pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
That's gonna be a gorgeous quilt. Yes.
Yeah. It's called I Valentine, so it's meant to be very romantic. There's
Yeah.
swans and doves and stuff, but that was lots of fun.
What kind of applique are you doing? Is it raw edge or needle turn?
No, it's buttonhole. Can you see
Okay,
that?
buttonhole. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to do raw edge, but
Oh.
you know, all the fraying just messes with my head too much. I keep want to cutting it off. So,
Yep.
so I need to have it nice and neat and tidy. So that was fun. I started that. But I'm away this morning, and the kangaroos have been this weekend. The kangaroos have been out all weekend, but of course, this morning, they're not.
Oh.
I was going to take you guys out to show you, but they're not here. Next time.
That would be really fun for us.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly, Sewing with Luane has a question for you. How did your granddaughter's blocks turn out?
She was working on a dress for the Dress-A-Girl
Uh-huh.
last time, and she's not quite done yet. There's still a pile over here. She's working on it.
Okay.
So we'll have hopefully one more done, and then we'll be able to send them off to somebody, probably
Oh,
or
great.
somebody.
Yeah,
But she had a great time. She loves to sew.
that's awesome.
I think if she knew you guys were there today, she'd probably be over here.
Oh, yeah, we had a great time with her last time.
That was really fun for her. She was really excited.
Aw.
She thought that was really neat that somebody sent a picture of their bird block or something.
Uh-huh.
And she was really thrilled that anybody even paid any attention to her.
Aw. Let's see.
But she came back from California with a cold, so she's been kind of under the weather this week, so I didn't invite her over.
Okay. Poor thing. Hopefully she'll feel better soon.
Yeah, she felt pretty crummy on Saturday on our way back, but
Aw.
she's back to school, so.
So Melissa said that's a good example of why one should label their quilts. Yep. And Patty said maybe take the quilt to a medium and he could give a reading on it. That's funny.
Well, it's in Cottage Grove, Oregon right now, so
Yeah.
I'm not going there.
Lots of people are talking about the weather, that it's finally spring. It is here too, although we are supposed to go, we've been in the 70s and 80s, which is really unusual for this time of year in Ohio. Usually it's still in the 50s and 60s. But this week they're calling for like mixed rain, snow again.
I have a freeze warning tonight.
Do you? It's like, oh, that's a blow after this nice weather.
Mhm.
And we were just thinking about starting our garden, so I'm kind of glad we didn't.
Yeah, I have a picture of the sign that says "Welcome to California," and there's snow in front of it because it was
Oh.
snow.
That's funny.
It snowed in Washington, and just as we were leaving, we got a blizzard, and then it snowed as we were entering California.
Oh. Laurel Chambers is here from Brisbane, Australia. Said she saw kangaroos this morning on her walk. Okay.
Stephanie, did you get the featherweight back today?
No, that's next weekend. Or no, 2 weekends away. I'm sorry.
Next.
Yeah, today was the Akron Sewing and Quilting Expo. In 2 weekends is the Lake Farm Park. Well, the show is going on now, but in 2 weekends, that's when they're doing all the vendors and we can pick up our quilts.
Gotcha.
So that's when we'll get the featherweight. And Sarah has been bugging me every day because she wants it back so she can sew.
So bad.
Which I'm glad. I'm glad she's motivated to sew again.
Yeah, bit by the bug. Those
Yeah.
awesome pinwheels.
Yeah, she was looking at the fabric for the spring project and she's like, do you think I could do that? She goes, I really love the fabric. I want to do it. I'm like, you can give it a try. So. So for those of you who don't know, because I haven't talked little too much about the Millersburg retreat, but my daughter decided to attend this year. She wasn't going to, and she was down there and she said, can I just stay? And I said, sure. And she, I had my featherweight as a backup machine down there for anyone who might need a machine. And she started sewing on it and she did a pretty good job. So pretty proud of her.
Oh, good.
So Catherine wants to know for Australians, are kangaroos friendly?
I never get close enough to touch them. They're always they're friendly. The ones where at the retreat they're always hanging around because I guess they're used to people. But so can you go up to them? No, they probably just jump away. I have seen a couple doing the boxing. I've seen a bit of that, and then you guys probably seen there's videos around where some kangaroos, people go up to them and punch them in the face or something. Well, that doesn't happen very often. Yeah.
Oh.
No. Yeah. But are they friendly? No, you can't. They go away. Really.
Okay.
They jump away.
Okay. So they don't come after people like we're led to believe, but they run away.
Yeah, no, they don't, and you don't see them jumping down the suburb streets either. That's where I'm in the country. I'm about 2 hours west of Brisbane on a retreat, so they're everywhere here, but they're not in the suburbs.
Okay.
Koalas, however, you do get koalas in the suburbs. But you don't see them walking on the streets either. They're usually hanging out in the tree sleeping.
Okay. Priscilla said Sarah made excellent pinwheels. Yes, she did. She did a good job. Catherine said, I've only seen fighting ones. I think she's talking about the kangaroos. And she also asked, are koalas friendly?
You can go to parks and you can hold koalas, but they're the ones that are in the parks. Out in the wild, no, they don't come anywhere near you.
Okay.
And literally they're only awake like 2 hours every day. They sleep in the trees all the time.
Oh, wow,
And
really?
yeah. They eat eucalyptus leaves, and that's kind of puts them to sleep. It's like
Oh,
and that's what they eat most of the time. So they're mostly asleep, but they're not friendly, and they've got big claws. So if they come anywhere near you, you don't really want to pick them up anyway.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sewing with Luane said all the roos in the local zoo here in San Francisco are always being lazy and laying around sunning themselves. That's funny. So for anyone that wasn't here last week, the quilt on the wall behind me is the All Stars block of the week that's finished. I did put up the finishing video and the pattern. If you haven't finished yours yet, you can go ahead and check that out. I haven't quilted it yet, so I'll quilt it and show you guys to you guys eventually. And then last week on my channel, Shannon came on and was visiting with us and told us all about legit kits. So check out that video and her channel if you don't mind. I found the legit kit, people, today, Shannon.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
It's incredible as it looks like on Instagram.
It is really, I should have took pictures. I didn't think about it for you. The last year when they came to the expo here, they only had about 4 quilts up and they had all the kits, but just like about 4 quilts up. This year they had almost every single one.
Wow.
So it was neat. It was neat to see them all done. And they had them on a kind of one of those racks that they have at stores that sell rugs.
Oh
where
yeah.
you could like move it and see rugs on different sides and see that, they're all, and so that was neat because you could just kind of move it until you found the one you liked. And
Very cool.
I may have ordered a kit.
Which one may you have happened to order?
I got the turtle.
Yo, good.
I couldn't resist it. I was actually wanting to get it there, but they were out of stock, but they still honored the show price plus gave me free shipping. So
Oh, very cool.
yeah. And he put in the
Yeah.
order right when I was standing there. They're gonna ship it to me. So yay.
That's very cool. Yeah, they're pretty awesome like that.
Yeah.
Oh, the turtle has such great colors. I'm excited for you.
Oh, I am too. I'm very excited about that one. Because now that you talked us through everything and how to organize everything, I feel like I could definitely get going on it. So
Tackle it. Yay! That makes me happy.
yeah.
Stephanie, I've been working on my all-star quilt.
Oh, have you? Yay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get it in. Can you see it?
Oh, really pretty. I love your accent colors.
That's nice.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. One of the girls is going to help me.
Oh, nice. Thank you, friend.
She said they say thank you.
Oh, that is so pretty. Good job.
Yeah, that was fun.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I love it. Send me a picture when you're all done so I can feature it.
Okay, I will.
Gorgeous.
I'm going to put another sashing to finish the little things on the side. I'm going to put another one. Unfortunately, that's in a baggie at home, so
Oh,
I couldn't finish it.
that looks great.
That was fun. That was a great class.
Let's see. Sheila said your daughter did a good job on the featherweight. She did. She loves that featherweight. She was on my original Janome and she likes the featherweight much better. So. Terry said, I met them yesterday at the expo, the Legit Kits people, and had a good conversation with them. I saw the turtle also and liked it. Awesome. Patty said, Shannon, it's all your fault. I bought 2 expandable folders last week. Yay. Philippa, everybody's saying how beautiful your quilt is. It is gorgeous. Luane said, my computer finally loaded up video from my phone. I think it hates my iPhone. Oh. Math Geek said she finished her All Stars top. She's just waiting for some backing. I think it's backing fabric so she can take a photo. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Karen Cox would like to know, Philippa, what your fabric was that you used for your quilt, your All-Star quilt. Oh, she's outside.
The kangaroo, can you see the little baby and the mum? She just came up. I can't use the zoom. I'll see if I can get closer. They're all down there. Can you see them all? By the tree? She's just, no, you can't really see her.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, is that them right there?
Yeah. I'm walking up to them. I'm about 5 meters away. I don't know what that is in feet.
Wow.
Oh
Oh,
my
there they
goodness.
go.
Oh, there they go. Oh, that is so cool.
I'm now about 3 meters away, so I'm getting quite close.
Oh, they're letting you get pretty close, huh? Oh, she may have walked too far and lost her signal.
Oh. Did you see
Thank
them?
you for sharing with us. That's so cute.
Yeah. So my fabric, I don't know. My daughter bought me that fat quarter bundle about 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And there was no selvage.
Okay. So something you had in your
Yeah.
stash.
Yeah, it was stash. Yeah.
Okay. That was really neat. Melissa said, I'm a bad mod. I forgot to give my thumbs up. I just appreciate you moderating. Thank you.
No. Place.
So I've been teaching a friend of mine how to quilt because she asked me to make a baby quilt.
Uh-huh.
And I told her that I would rather teach her how to make it because for her first grandchild. And so I think I created a monster.
Uh-oh.
She was on the whole time I was gone for that trip, she was on Facebook the whole time looking up sewing machines to buy because the one she had kept jamming up. And so
Oh.
yesterday we went and picked one up from Facebook Marketplace, and we've just been, I spent almost all night last night over there showing her how to make it work.
Oh, what kind of
And she
machine did
was-
she end up with?
She ended up getting a baby lock. I don't remember the model number of it. But it's a computerized machine that does, you know, a lot of decorative stitches. It's not an embroidery machine, but it
Mhm.
is computerized. And she had been sewing on my machine, which is computerized, and she liked that the needle went to the top position when it was done. It had the scissor button and all those kinds of things. So it has,
Okay.
I don't remember which model it was. But her husband, actually, she was really excited when I sewed a button on with the machine. And I
Uh-huh.
said, that's what this foot does. It's a button sewing foot. And she goes, hang on. So she goes and gets her husband. You have to watch her do this. Sew on another button.
How cute. It sounds like you created a monster over there.
I did, but she's just really loving it. And
Good.
she's been coming over like, can I come over tomorrow and sew? Can I come over tomorrow and sew? What time do you have tomorrow to sew? It's like,
Oh.
sure, you can come over. She ended up making 3 quilts.
Oh, wow.
So I long armed them, but she made them. She just didn't feel comfortable doing that, but she pieced them together, and she ripped what she needed to rip. So.
And how long ago did you start teaching her?
We started maybe about a month ago.
And she's done 3 quilts already?
They were the 3 1-yard quilts, so they're
Yeah.
fairly simple.
But still, that's really good.
Yeah, she really liked those. She thought that was great that you could make this quilt that looked so professional and so nice from just 3 yards of fabric and
Yeah.
just cutting it up a certain way, and there wasn't a lot of waste.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, you created another person who understands the madness.
I did, yes.
That's awesome.
But she wanted to buy a embroidery machine, she wanted to buy a serger, she wanted to like everything. It's like, no. Just get a sewing machine. And then when you feel like you're outgrowing that and you need something else, then you get the next one. You don't buy them all at once.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Joy asked, did you go to the Quilt Expo this weekend? I heard it was more sewing than quilting. Yes, Joy, I did go to the Sewing Expo. I just got home actually about 4:15, 4:20. And I worked my guild booth, which was great. We were raffling off tickets for a quilt that I actually donated to my guild to raise money for our community service projects, because we do about 200 quilts a year for community service. So I did that for part of the day, and then I met up with Marla P and Tammy from the Millersburg Retreat because they were there. It was a good show. It was more focused on garment sewing. I felt like this year there was a lot of people walking around in costumes for cosplay, and there wasn't as much. It wasn't as quilting focused, I didn't feel like. And the show felt smaller this year. So if you've been in previous years, my personal opinion, it wasn't as good of a show, but I think hopefully that'll change next year as it's going to come back to Cleveland instead of being in Akron. You guys here probably don't understand what any of that means anyway, but for local people, they will. And the center in Cleveland is quite a bit bigger, so hopefully they'll have more vendors and go back to being more quilting focused. I know they're going to add more classes next year for quilting, which will be great. But even like the sewing machine, sorry, go ahead. Did somebody say something? No. Okay, so even the sewing machine makers, usually there's representatives from all the different brands, and there was very few of those even. So I do feel like it was more garment sewing focused, which is okay for the sewing people, but for the quilting people, there wasn't as much stuff. So it is called a Sewing and Quilting Expo, so we have to include both. But it was still a good show. And it just means that there wasn't as much to spend my money on, and that's not a bad thing. Are there any more expos close to us? Joy, the next expo is in Novi, Michigan. That's not till October or November. And then there are other quilt shows though. There's one in Mount Hope in September. That should be a pretty good show. That usually is. Expos though, not that I know of. Am I going to the Millersburg Shop Hop next week? I did not know about that, Priscilla. So at this point, no. But if I find out more about it and I can do it, then maybe. What are you eating that looks so yummy, Shannon?
You caught me.
I did. I was like, she must be done with her clue real fast. She's taking a snacky break.
No, there's just always time for a snack break.
Ah.
I just brought this chocolate bar.
Oh, that looks good.
Super dark chocolate, with little freeze-dried raspberry pieces in it.
Oh, yum. That sounds really good.
So good. Best kid ever. You're a rock star, Lauren.
Priscilla,
So
some of the Helen Keller sewers are going on Thursday. Okay.
So this month definitely was easier.
Yes.
So here's my small.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty.
that's pretty.
And then because I thought that there looked like it was a lot of pieces, I did the large before we started. So then there's my large.
Oh, okay. Very nice. That's so pretty. I love your colors.
Also just finished mine and I don't think I messed up.
Nice.
Oh, you're blurred.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Oh. Bring it towards
Working?
you a bit.
There we
Right
go.
there. Yay. Oh,
Let me see if I can fix it.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, very nice.
And I hate flying geese and they seem to be okay. So
Good.
happy girl.
I love your colors because they look like marble.
And the local quilt shop actually had the one Northcott was all on sale. Being from Canada, that's frequent for us. So I actually went and bought background. I'm like, yes, win.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm happy for you that you can get Northcott so easily because it's hard to find, at least for me here. And I really like Brett Lewis, who does things for Northcott, and I have a hard time finding his fabrics.
Yeah, the one that Stephen did his Canada log cabin quilt.
Yes.
And I've been eyeing it, not the particular pattern or fabrics, and just in general, the whole line. I'm like, oh, I have so much to do.
And it probably doesn't help that he made that gorgeous quilt. Now you want it more, right?
Well, and that there's an AccuQuilt die that cuts out some of those pieces, so it's not even like time consuming. It's just easy.
Yeah, yeah. That quilt was really pretty. Luane said, has anybody seen the one that Ian is doing? The fabric looks more like it's Halloween. I think there is a Halloween one, isn't there? From Art Gallery Fabric?
There is.
Yeah, so he may have that one. Yeah.
He loves Halloween.
Yeah. Shannon and Ingrid have left or become invisible, and their kitty is sewing instead. I see Kitty back there, Ingrid. Nope. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's his spot. He's there just, cleaning himself.
He's cute.
It doesn't keep him off my fabric, but
Hey, Mona, balloonist. Good to see you.
Hi, Mona.
Is those of you doing Dahlia, is that the Tula pink one? Somebody was asking in the chat.
yeah, yes, that's Tula pink.
Okay.
There's the black and white one is Tula pink as well, I think, right?
The black and white, no.
No?
No, that's not Tula.
Oh,
It's called tulip.
oh, okay. That's why I'm thinking it's Tula.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all my daffodil people, I love when the characters get a good
Oh, that's cute.
watch.
Goldilocks is right there.
There's our Goldilocks. There's another one on the. And Papa gets a good appearance this time too.
Oh, cute.
I probably would have messed up and sewn them upside down. Good work.
Well, we don't know, right? Who knows how they're going to be when they get in the quilt.
Oh, yeah.
True.
True.
But, you know,
Very true.
sometimes you only get pieces.
That is backside.
No, it's Mama Bear's. It's her right side.
Oh, her right
Aw.
side.
I don't think I had any good cuts of her last time, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's nice that you got a couple of really good pieces.
Well, especially since that was the whole reason I chose the colorway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eddie said, sorry, I have to run. Have to go pick up my meds before the pharmacy closes. Have a great week, everyone. You have a great week too, and don't apologize for needing to go pick up medication. Take care, Patty. Thank you.
Wash this tiger out. Or that it usually does.
So I finished mine. Here's the peony colorway in small. Colors aren't
Oh, I
really coming
love
out.
that.
That's pretty.
Yeah. They mixed a lot of the light colors this time, so there's not a lot of contrast, but it's really soft and pretty. So. Okay. Hi, Mona did what? She said very pretty. Thank you. I really like this colorway. Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Is anybody else done with your clue and ready to show?
Almost.
Oh, Felipa, that's beautiful. Oh, I love your colors. Very nice. Thank you.
I like that blue one.
Yes. There were too many good choices this time. I probably could have done about 6. Hey Gladys, how you doing? Good to see you. Sewing with Elaine says, I have a feeling there will be a block that goes between these 2 blocks. I think you're right. They kind of almost look like border pieces or something, the ones that we made today, of the small anyway. The large looks more like an actual part of a block.
Stephanie, I don't know if you remember, but in the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like the feel of this art gallery. And art gallery is now my obsession fabric.
Yes, I remember you saying that. Good, I'm glad you like it.
No, it's now my obsession fabric. I have bought like so much of it since then.
Yes, it is just, it's at first it's strange because it's a little slippery because it's the brush cotton, so it's so soft and but once you make a quilt with it, you're like, oh yeah.
And I love all the colors in their collection. I don't know, I just love all their collections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have beautiful solids that coordinate with everything too. And sometimes I've just picked one of their solids for a backing. because they're
Yeah.
just so soft against your skin, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, but yeah, Kay won't let me buy any more fabrics, but I was gonna go buy the towels.
Let her buy the art gallery backing. No. She's shaking her head no.
She's never listened to me her whole life. She's not going to start now. Ingrid, that's so beautiful.
Oh, that's
Love that.
pretty.
Ingrid, your fabric has an owl on it somewhere, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Have you gotten some pieces with that?
In one of the blocks, not this time, but I think it was it last month?
Yeah.
There was a rectangle like this, and it was the perfect cutout fussy cut owl. It was awesome.
oh, nice. Now, see the way yours looks with the colors that you have, that looks sort of like part of a star to me.
Star, yeah.
And
Yeah.
mine doesn't look like that because my colors are a little different. So it's so cool to see how the different colorways look different.
Well, these colors are
They're close. Yeah.
here are very close.
Yeah. Very cool.
So Stephanie, does anybody ever try to guess the final? Or is that a no?
No, they too try to guess. I don't know if anybody's been successful in the past, not with cotton cuts. Now, when I do the Fort Worth Fabric Studio sew alongs, I've had a lot of people guess and guess correctly. Like they'll put up a layout and be like, oh, I think this looks good. And I can't say anything, but I'm like, yep, you got it. But those you're actually making full blocks. You're not making just pieces. So it's a little easier to be like, okay. Yeah.
When
Okay,
Carrie
they're
and I
not-
did oh, wow.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Love that.
Nice.
But it
We
looks
did a
so
mystery
different
quilt.
because of the colorways.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
We did a mystery quilt and people got really testy if anybody tried to guess it.
Oh, it's just quilting. It's not that big a deal. We're not protecting national secrets.
Well, you'd have thought they were.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Sewing with Luane said, when you have all 9 clues, you can play with them to see. Yeah, I've tried that in the past and gotten close a few times, but not quite the layout. So, but like that one that Ingrid just held up, I was like, oh, now it looks like a star, whereas before it didn't look like a star to me. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that when it's all done.
It's amazing how different they look where they put the darks and the lights in different places for each colorway.
Yes. Yep. And this is the first time, I don't know about you guys, but this is just the first time I've done 2 where I've done a small and a large. So to see the differences between those 2 every month as well, that's really kind of interesting too.
Sometimes they just look like a bigger version of it, but other times they look really different.
Yeah, this time the clue you held up looks nothing like the small clue. So, and I haven't done my large yet. So that's different. Looks completely different.
Hi. What? Yeah, I can. It's a bitty spider thing.
Is there a little one at her house? No. Ingrid, Sheila, Gage said you're being too quiet.
Doesn't she remember from the retreat? I was quiet there too.
Yeah. Okay, Sewing with Wayne said, I know we get the clues, but do they give you at the end the measurements of the blocks and yardage needed if you want to make it again? So that's a very good question. They supposedly give you all the measurements. So if you want to remake this quilt, but they don't always have it ready right at the very last clue. So sometimes you have to wait a little bit, and sometimes you even have to email them and ask them. But you're supposed to be able to make it again if you like. So yeah.
Good question.
That is a very good question. To be honest with you, I've never done that though, because usually there's another one starting. And so we jump right into the next one. So I don't go back and just go forward. But if
Yep.
it's one that you really liked, I could see where you'd want to make it again. Maybe pick your different colors and that kind of thing. So yeah. Melissa said, I think they're all super pretty. I agree. How's yours coming, Shannon? Good. Thumbs up. That's good. Jackie, how you doing with yours? Getting there? Yeah, okay. Good. So next week on my channel, we're not going to do any sewing. I have a special guest coming on. I'm not going to say who it is, just in case the person can't come. But we'll just show you some things we've been working on. And then the following week after that, which should be the 29th, I believe, that's when we'll sew up the quilt for my project box. So I'm really excited about that. So I hope you guys will join us. That'll be great. Is that your long arm behind you there, Shelley? The lights that I see?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, that can't be just an empty shelf because no quilters have empty shelves.
No, that's the light bar.
Yeah. So I see lots of you that have finished your clues already or working on other things. What all are you working on?
I'm starting on clue 9 of the Signoria
Ah, okay. Yeah.
because I wasn't here last week, so I couldn't work on it then.
Yep.
I am starting the barn sampler quilt.
From the book?
Yes.
Oh,
Same.
cool.
Same. I'm ironing fabrics, but I got a few blocks done.
Okay. Oh, that is pretty, Carrie.
Yeah, hers is really beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
Ooh. I love that orange and gray together.
Yeah. That book seems to be the hot thing right now. Do you guys agree? Like everybody's talking about that book.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I have it too. I'm guilty. I just haven't started yet. But I've been eyeing it and eyeing what fabrics to use for it. And yeah. So Carrie, since you're working on that, did you buy a kit or did you get your own fabrics?
I had my own fabrics. So I started out with, I didn't realize how much fabric I was going to need. And so
Yes.
I was like, everybody's like, oh, they were using these fat quarter bundles, but I needed 2 fat quarter bundles plus then extra like background fabric, right? So
Yeah.
I had a sanctuary from a long time ago. And I was like, oh, I want to make it with the pinks and the blues and the grays, right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, but I need more. Well, lucky enough, Bliss is by Three Sisters as well. And it's the exact same like color palette. So I bought a fat quarter of Bliss. So I just had mixed Bliss and Sanctuary together to make it. And yep. Mine no longer are in those cute little bundles, and I have no idea what belonged to the sanctuary and what belonged to Bliss anymore. They've all been.
I was gonna
morphed
say
into one.
I have Bliss and I don't know what to do with it yet, but it's so pretty. And
Yeah.
next time we get together, I'll show you. I made a quilt out of Sanctuary last year and I just
Ooh.
love it. It's one of my favorite quilts.
Yeah, so I decided to make this with those, and so we'll see. We'll hope
Nice.
it turns out as well as, you know, I want it to, but
Oh, I think it will. And though, like you said, they mix together really well. So
Mhm.
that's gonna be really pretty. Sanctuary was probably one of my all-time favorite fabric lines from that designer.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, the book we're talking about is called The Barnstar Sampler. Do you happen to have your book, Carrie, so you can show it?
I do, yeah.
I think mine's up in my bedroom. Oh, Kay's got it too. Great. So this is the book that they're talking about. It was originally published from Martingale, and as most of you know, Martingale closed down. So C&T Publishing has now picked it up and kind of re-released it. So it's kind of breathed new life into it. And I know there's a couple of quilt shops out there doing sew-alongs, but I know a lot of people have just picked it up and kind of started to sew this again, and including me. So I'm excited to start that pretty soon. I had to finish up a few other things before I could do that, but it's gorgeous.
The color in that one and one of the blocks reminds me of a quilt that I just finished from last summer.
Yeah,
I can go get it. Let me go grab it.
yeah.
One of the blocks looks like this.
Let's see. Bye, Nancy. Good to see you. Karen Cox said she's using Bliss along with Daybreak for her barn stars. Very nice.
It may have been the same pattern designer,
Oh, that's really nice.
but that one block in the middle looks like this block, which is just done over and over in different colors. But the colorways, the color looks really familiar. Kind of brownish.
That's what they use.
Does it say in the book what they use? I don't even know. But yeah,
That's what I
there's
was just trying to figure out.
lots of bright colors like that. Yeah.
These have a little bit of brown in them. So it's like yellow with a little brown and blue with a little brown and purple with a little bit of brown. So they're kind of muted looking. They're dark, but they're not bright colors.
Right.
But that one
Oh, yeah.
star there,
Sorry, go ahead.
that one star there in the middle, that big one looks like, reminded me of this one.
Yeah. I wonder if it would be the same. That'd be interesting to find out if it's the same author.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's an old, the one that I made was an old Craftsy kit. So it was, might have been something that she had a class on Craftsy.
Yeah. Yeah, Fat Quarter Shop, Math Geek said, is doing a sew along. I knew there's a couple of them. I think Fat Quarter Shop, I'm pretty sure Stitch in Heaven is doing it too, because I thought I saw in their ads. So there's a bunch of people getting on that train. It's a
It'd be really
beautiful
pretty
quilt.
in different colorways though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Carrie's and Karen Cox, because you're both using that Bliss. I want to see how that comes out, because that fabric's just gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah, which one did you mix it with? You said Daybreak?
Karen Cox said she mixed it with Daybreak. Yeah.
Yeah. Kay's using Mon Cherie. It's very pretty that way too. Very fun.
That would be pretty too. Yeah. It looks like people are asking where you can get the PDF version, and Math Geek said it was directly from Martingale. So I don't know if they're still selling or if they're done completely. I'm not sure. But you guys might check it out.
Oh, I'm still on. Pat said that that they are done now, that Martingale
Are
is
they?
not.
Okay.
Mhm. And so a couple of her titles had been purchased
Hmm.
from other publishers. But yeah, she said basically everything else is just going to be out of print. But I bought
Okay.
mine used and it was in really good shape.
Nice. Yeah, that when I heard that they were going out of business, I got the email because I was on their business letter email. I went in and purchased a bunch of books that I've been looking at for a long time and got those, including the Barn Star sampler. So Jackie, are you all done with your clue? Oh, yay, good job.
I love that.
And Shannon, you're done too? Oh, that looks good. Okay, I think that's everybody. Do you want to unmute everybody? Because I think we're all done sewing.
Woohoo!
Yay, good job. We all finished. I'm so excited that we all finished this week. Great job, everybody.
Yay.
Thank you for coming on and sewing with me.
Thank you for hosting us again.
Of course. Thank you to you. You're the one who's organized all this, so we appreciate that. Hopefully everybody send Cotton Cuts an email if you had any kind of issue. Don't send me an email or Shannon because we can't fix it for you, but hopefully Cotton Cuts will fix it for you. I've got to send one myself. So if you haven't gotten your clue yet, for those of you at home, because I know a few of you said you weren't coming on today because you hadn't received your clue yet, I would go ahead and email them as well. I know they don't send us tracking numbers anymore, but I think on their side they can track it. So I would go ahead and get them to track it at this point. I'm not sure what the mess up was this month, but things happen, you know, it'll get there, I'm sure eventually, but I would go ahead and reach out. So until next month, thank you guys for sewing with me. And it was great to see all of you again this week. I'm glad I was here to sew along with you guys because I was quite tired after the day and I wasn't really feeling like sewing, but watching you guys sew kind of made me sew. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Friends.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Okay, we're off YouTube. Thank you guys.